Hey, what's up? I just wanted to. It's been a while. Been a little while since I've made a video, and I don't have anything specific to get into. Still losing my mind. Still, coping. Whatever. I don't know. So I just felt like sharing what I've been up to as far as game wise stuff I've been playing, just to talk, say what's up. You know. Um, I forgot thought about this for a while now. I kind of had a feeling when I first did my first early impressions of Star Wars Outlaws. I wasn't sure if I was ever going to actually get around to doing a review. I've started it. I'm trying to make it a review, but I just don't care, man. Like I don't care. But anyways, so I did beat the game, and most of my feelings, from the early impression video didn't change. I loved that freaking game, and I'm going to buy it when it's on sale. I'm gonna be seeing how much they price it, at Black Friday coming up. Might have to wait longer. I assume probably will, since it's still newer and it seems to be popular. Like I don't know why. Like you got the basic sheeple still trashing on it, out of just randomly trashing on the game, right? But it seems to be doing okay. But anyways, really great game, Star Wars Outlaws, and I haven't played that. I beat it in the 1 month that I subscribed to Ubisoft Plus to play it, and I have not been back to it since. So I do look forward to playing that again in the future, but not in a rush or anything. Anyway, so what I have been playing, I'm playing lots of different games. I got really into the vampire survivor type genre, those like survivor genre, auto attack things. Got a bunch. I've got like 5 or 6 games, maybe more actually. But some of them I already had. But I just started playing them a bunch. They're simple, they're really easy to mindlessly just throw on and just blah, whatever, and they're fun, they're cool. They're some of my favorites, right? They're generally, I like the genre. They're just fun chill games to throw on, but I really like Survivors of the Dawn. I really like, I'm looking through my list right now real quick. I've been playing so many games lately that my recent games on Steam in the library, if you visit Steam a lot, my recent games are constantly updating, because I'm always playing new games now. Usually, for the past year or so, I can't stick to one. Mine's everywhere. Let me see. Oh yeah, now I remember. The other one that I really like is yet another Zombie Survivors. Very cool game. Very cool. And apparently they have like a beta, so it's an early access game, but then they also have a beta that's not on by default, I think. And the beta is actually much better than the early access version, so you might as well just jump into the beta. It's a weird one. I haven't seen that before, like especially for like it's just weird to me. It's weird to me that it's an early access game, but they still had a separate like version to play, and it was drastically different. I think a month ago they put out like a big update that changed it closer to the beta, and now I'm not sure what the difference is between the early access version and the beta version is, how drastically that is. Because once I installed the beta, it was so much better that I was like, dude, I would never go back to the early access version. And I loved the early access version. I loved it, dude. I was like, this is amazing. Then I played the beta and I was like, holy, this is so much different and better, Anyways, let me see what else I've been playing. I gave a brief little check out to the game called Kaku. It's Kaku's Ancient Seal. That's neat. I love the look of it, which is why I finally picked it up. I think I got it like really cheap. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I got it really cheap. I probably got it from a third-party site. I think. I don't remember. I haven't played too much. I just wanted to give it a look. And look forward to playing more of that. Darksiders Genesis, I finally got into that recently a little bit. I got a couple hours into it, and it's freaking great. The first time I ever tried playing it, I wasn't in the mood. I just wasn't in the mood for it. Like, I liked it, I thought it was cool, but I was like, I don't want to play this, So I bought it recently. I got it really cheap. And I started playing it. I was like, I'm gonna try this again, and I got really into it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm loving it this time, right? So that's the thing that I've learned over the years, right? Like I might not like a game this day, but you know, it could be years, could be months, you know, whatever. But one day I might end up loving it. It's the same thing with movies and TV shows, you know. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for it. Don't want to watch that movie, don't want to watch that show, don't want to play this game. Not right now, not in the mood, not liking it, kind of hating it. And then try it again another time, and whoa, it's like one of my most favorite things ever. And I learned that when I was working at Blockbuster Video a long time ago, because everybody loved this movie. And I'm not going to name it. I could name it. I don't want to name it. But there was this one movie that just everybody loved. They just everybody, not even at Blockbuster, just everywhere. Freaking in school, family, friends, everybody was talking about this damn movie. And I tried watching it, and I maybe got like 20 minutes in, and I was just like, you know, whatever. I was not in the mood. And then I finally watched it like probably a few years later, and I was like, this is amazing, you know, whatever. It's one of those things. So that's one of my favorite things about, like, if I see something I'm not interested in right now, I know that I might possibly be another time. And it depends. If it's something I'm familiar with, that I'm already familiar, that I'm not interested in that, and I see something else come out that's similar to what I'm already not interested in, I'm not going to think, oh, one day I'm going to be into that again. But I have been through every different genre of video games throughout my life. The only genre of video games I never really got deep into was visual novels. I've played many of them. But I've never been like hardcore into them. Like I really got into some of the Telltale games, you know, not all of them, but like Wolf Among Us, loved Wolf Among Us. What else? I loved the first Batman game, was pretty cool. I have the second one. I've still never played through it though. But I just never got hardcore into visual novels. But every other genre I have been hardcore into, where it was just the only thing I played nonstop for like a year to 4 years or whatever. Why was I saying it? I don't remember. Anyways, so you know, I like that you try it once, you're not into it, try it again another time, and you might be more interested in it. You know, just different moods and stuff. Like I said, same thing with movie and TV. That's what I love about that. I'm really glad that that's even possible, because you could watch something or play something and really just hate it, right? Just freaking hate it, man. It just sucks. And then for whatever reason, you just decide to try it again, you know, 10 years later or whatever, right? And you just love it. And it's like, what the hell? Why did I even hate this before? I just weren't in the mood, man, you know, like whatever. So that's cool. So I like that. Anyways, another game I tried, I forgot I tried this like a couple months ago. I think, yeah, I had activated an Xbox Game Pass code. I don't remember why. I think maybe it was going to expire or something. I should have held on to it a little bit longer, because when I used it, I realized right after I used it, I was like, oh, I should have waited to use this when I'm really in the mood to actually play these games, because I was not in the mood. I don't know if I think I just needed to use the code or what. It might have been expiring. But anyways, so I tried out Atlas Fallen. And I thought that game looked cool in the trailers. Like I was always planning to play it one day. Always. Like that game just looked super cool to me. So I played it a little bit in the Xbox Game Pass a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I only played it for like about an hour or so, and then I recently picked it up on Steam on sale. So I'm playing that a little bit. The main game that I've been playing right now for the past month-ish has been Kingdoms of Amalur. This is a game I beat a long time ago. I don't remember if I beat that on PS3 or if I beat it on Origin. The EA app, or Origin before it was the EA app. I can't remember. I think I beat it on Origin. I think I'd beaten it on Origin a long time ago. So that's what took me. So I've tried restarting that game multiple times. I've tried playing a couple of the different classes, but every time I'd get like an hour or two into it, I would just rather play something else I hadn't already played through and beaten and stuff. So I just didn't have enough time. But now I've been mostly into it. Like now you've got 50 hours played on it, and I'm like, damn. In the last 2 weeks on Steam, I have 28.7 hours played on it. And of course, some of that's going to be idle, like maybe an hour-ish could be idle from, you know, chilling. But yeah, I really like Kingdoms of Amalur. And the funny thing about that, oh my gosh, I made a post on the forum about it because I was just like, whatever, dude. That game crashes so much, but it's not consistent. It's just strange. It'll like there'll be a day or something, or maybe an hour where it just constantly crash. But like 90% of the time, I can play the game. You know, right? Like. But it's just, it really pisses me off, especially because it's a remaster. It's a remaster, and it just, you enter a building, game crashes. You die, game crashes. You load a save, game crashes. There's so many stupid random things that the game will crash on. On top of that, like, I literally have to reboot my PC. Maybe if I sat here and waited 5 to 10 minutes for the game to actually shut down, then I wouldn't have to force reboot my PC. Maybe. I don't want to wait 5 to 10 minutes to find out, so I just force my PC to reboot because I'm like, this is freaking stupid. I'm literally sitting here on a damn black screen because I was trying to load my game and it crashed. Like, what the crap is this? It's a remaster. Get you sons of freaking whores, you stupid pieces of crap. Anyways, yeah, so that's annoying and frustrating, especially remaster. Well, fix your crap, dude. How do you call this a remaster? What the hell's wrong with you? Anyways, what else I've been playing? Let me see. Let's take a look here. Oh, Unknown 9 Awakening. I should have got. I like it so far, but I should have got Banishers instead. That one. I was thinking because I was looking at it because they both these games look similar to me. When I saw Banishers looks freaking awesome. Like I look forward to playing that. And then this game looked really cool too. They both looked very similar to me too. I kind of think I by the looks of it, I think I might have preferred Banishers. But they're both very similar in the looks, and I don't know as far as playing them how different they are. But they do look very much alike. But anyway, so far I'm a few hours into Unknown 9 Awakening. And I remember I was on the forums and people kept saying, why is it called Unknown 9? That's literally what the story is about, is the Unknown 9. It's like their characters, the Unknown 9. I think they're spirits, or I can't remember exactly, but you know, whatever. So the story is actually about the Unknown 9, and it's the awakening of the main character or whatever. As my interpretation, having not beaten it yet, is I'm pretty sure that's what it means. The awakening is her, the main character, and Unknown 9 is the, like, what the story is based around. So far I do like it. It is generic. It's pretty simple. It plays kind of like the Arkham games, those games like Spider-Man, Sleeping Dogs. You know, your parry system. It's got special abilities. It is really easy so far, and it's not a major complaint for me. You can raise the difficulty, right? You know, so that's cool. I haven't bothered. So I'm like, I don't. And I'd rather game mechanics change than, and in that case, I wouldn't make it based on difficulty. I would just put the mechanics in the game to, I don't know, whatever. I don't feel the need to raise the difficulty to just change the enemies into bullet sponges, you know, like, oh, they have way more health, oh, that's so much harder, like, whatever, dude. But yeah, so far I do like it. Like, I'm liking it, but I could have waited, right? Like, and I'm not rushing through it. Like, I've been playing a lot of different games, and because while I do like it, because it's kind of generic, that's what keeps me from pushing through it quicker. You know, like, I do like it, I do, but it's a tiny bit disappointing, just a tiny bit. One thing I really wish in that game is I wish you could turn off the highlights around enemies. I say it reminds me of like Assassin's Creed Unity. And Assassin's Creed Unity, all the enemies, no matter what, like if they were aggro and around you and whatever, they had red outlines around the bodies. I can't stand outlines around everything, man. You got outlines around your quest items that you pick up. You got outlines around friggin' everything. It's stupid, dude. Like, if you're gonna have that, at least have game options to disable it, you know, right? Like, let me turn that off. It's terrible. It's so terrible. I hate outlines around enemies, man. Like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of the health bars. I was talking about this recently. I've had this on my mind ever since Outriders. Oh yeah, which that's on sale. I kind of want to buy it, but I'm like, I bought too many games recently on sale, and I just pain in the butt having limited money, man. I want all these games. But the first time I noticed health bars specifically started to all look alike was in Outsiders. I saw when Outsiders came out and they showed the gameplay previews. I thought it looked cool, and I like Outsiders. I want to pick it up. Where did I play it? I might have played it in Xbox Game Pass or PS Now. I don't remember. I played it somewhere, but I never bought it. So it was on like a pass thing, right? It was either in PS Plus, PS Now, or on Xbox Game Pass. And I've been wanting to pick it up with the expansion. Right now it's like, you know, $20. I think that's the cheapest it's ever been and ever will be, as far as like including the expansion. But yeah, I liked it when I played it. But the first thing I noticed in the gameplay previews, before the game even came out, and I had left a comment on their preview video saying, what the hell, man? Like, why do your health bars look like they're Dark Souls health bars? Like, couldn't you have made health bars that match your game and a theme for your game? And ever since Outsiders came out, I've noticed Dark Souls health bars in every damn game, man. Every freaking game has Dark Souls health bars. It's just like, what the hell is going on? I understand like it being included with the engine or assets and stuff like that, but like if it's an asset, I don't know for sure. I don't know. I'd like to find out. There've been bundles I've been considering buying. I actually want to start making a game, but it's expensive, even with assets. But I was looking at bundles and stuff, considering getting in and just buying assets and just gonna go play, right? Just have a playground, and just make a fun game for the heck of it, you know, like whatever. But one thing I'm curious about, because I'm seeing these freaking Dark Souls health bars in every damn game. And I'm like, can't you at least modify them? Are you unable to modify these assets or these things that are included with the engine? Are you unable to like change them, edit them, and at least make it more for your game? Or is it just comes that way and you can't do nothing about it, you know? And if that's the case, make your own damn health bars, man. Why does everybody got freaking Dark Souls health bars? Oh, it's so gross. It doesn't belong. It doesn't belong in all these games, but they're all using the same freaking health bar. So one of the first, I didn't used to do this, depending on the game. I would either turn off the health bars or leave them on. I used to leave on health bars for certain types of games. Now, because they all look like complete crap, complete garbage, it's disgusting and ugly to look at. It does not belong in your game. It doesn't match the interface. It doesn't match the freaking visuals. It matches nothing. It just looks like a stupid freaking bar of nothing out of nowhere. It's so bad. This is one of the first things I do is turn that off. I'm like, dude, I don't care if that's informative in whatever way and I know how much health they have. I'd rather figure it out by doing damage to the enemy and just going with that and learning like how many strikes it takes and whatever, than to look at that disgusting, ugly freaking health bar, man. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to go off on that for so long, but it's been bugging me for years, man. It's in every freaking game, dude. I'm just like, what the hell? Anyways, so Unknown 9, so far I'm liking it. So far. I do want to play more, but my mood is kind of everywhere, and that's just not even just like what kind of game I'm in the mood to play, but what I'm in the mood for just generally. Anyways, okay. What else? Oh, I finally checked out. I've been holding off on this. I don't know how to pronounce it. Zhuan 7, Zuanyuan 7. This has been on my wish list for a few years at least. And I thought it looked cool. I even played the demo. I think the demo kind of threw a freaking puzzle at you like right away, and I just wasn't in the mood. When I first tried the demo, I was like, this seems cool, but you know, whatever, I can wait. But then it was recently on sale. Is it still on sale now? No, it was recently on sale, like $12.50 or whatever, I think. And I was like, you know what, I'm in the mood. I've been playing games like it, right? Like Kingdoms of Amalur is similar to this, like action RPG type of game. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to pick this up because I've been wanting it forever, and I'm really going to give it a chance. And I again, have not gotten deep into it yet, but I played it for like a couple hours, an hour, a little over an hour. And I was like, whoa, this game's badass. That's a cool game. It's really cool. So I do look forward to playing more of that. I checked out the Achilles Survivor demo, and I don't know if you've seen Achilles. I'm pretty sure I haven't installed it. I might have uninstalled it. Okay, I did uninstall it. Achilles is like they've changed it since I first, like, I played this really early access. Now it's fully launched. I think they rebalanced some things. It's kind of like a Diablo Souls-like game, but I think as far as I can tell, they kind of made it not so Souls-like difficulty-wise. Like, I think it's less punishing than it used to be, like in early access, I think. But I haven't been deep into it since it officially launched. But I did like it. I thought this was a pretty cool game, the Achilles Legends Untold. Pretty neat game. I haven't played that in a little while, but I was checking out their Survivor game, because as I mentioned, I've been playing a lot of the Survivors games. And they're doing a Survivors game, Achilles Survivor. So they have a demo out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm definitely going to be following it, because I do like the style of it, and I like the genre. The genre is fun. I like the different visuals that the different games offer. There's so many of these, they're all so much alike, right? You can even tell by the visuals. They're just like, it's like, wait, this is the same damn game. You know, there are a lot of these, they're using the same assets and stuff. So I look for the special ones. Like Championship is a different one. It's special, it's apart, it's set aside, it's more unique than the rest, you know. Stuff like that. A game called Dwarven Realms, which is actually the first 3D version I've seen of the Survivor genre. I'm pretty sure there's others. This one looked like the coolest one to me. Actually, this was the first one I saw that actually looked like a full-blown 3D Survivors genre game, like Vampire Survivors, but in 3D. My problem with this game, it sucks because I really like it, and I have, let me see, 8.2 hours played on it, and I got pretty into it. This is called Dwarven Realms, and it's just too freaking easy. Like, the similarities of the survival genre are there, but it is way too easy. And I don't want to say that because I don't want them to make it too hard. Like, when they're too hard, it's boring. Like when the grind is way too long, the levels are dragged out, it's boring. Like, they're cool concept, but you know, I just get bored by that. But this is way too easy, so that's a little disappointing, and definitely needs some balance tweaking. Give me one sec. Okay, sorry. I think that's mostly it. There's some other games, like either lost on my recent games played. I played a little bit of Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. I forgot I had played. Now I have 9. Oh wow, I have 9 hours played on Steam. That's cool. I haven't beat it yet. And I saw this on here and I was like, oh yeah, I still need to go finish that game. It's a cool game. I like it. It is generic. It's simple. It's very mostly linear. But it's cool. It's got a good story. The story in this werewolf game is cool. Like, I like the story. Some people might hate it, whatever. I really like the story a lot. The combat is fun. It's cool. But it is, you know, a bit simple. It's a bit retro. Like, it's budget, right? Like, that's the way I think some of these games, like, it's a newer game that just came out, but it plays kind of like a PS2, PS3 game kind of a thing. I think that's more of a budget thing than it is, you know, like trying to be a retro game, right? Like, I don't think it's trying to be a retro game. I think that's just budget. I could be wrong. But yeah, so it's a little bit more old school, like simplistic kind of. But the story's really good. So, you know, I do like that werewolf game. And I remember it got crapped on like all over the place when it first came out, right? Like, the reviews were kind of bad or generic or whatever. Right now on Steam, it's sitting on mostly positive, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, that game was pretty neat. Let me see if I can find some stuff on my list real quick. Anyway, I just felt like I hadn't made a video, and I haven't really wanted to, because I have nothing to talk about, man. That I haven't already talked about. Like, there's only one thing in my mind lately, and it's mostly hate for specific people in charge of the world, and there's a lot of them, and I hate them all. And then that bleeds into normies, and then I hate normies for the stupid things they say and believe. You know, whatever, man. So I'm overloaded with hate right now, and that's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, I wish I could do something about it, but I can't. So I would go after the bad guys. I really would. but I can't. I'm not a hero. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. Anyways, one can dream. I'm trying to think of what else. So right now, Suicide Squad is on sale on Steam, and look, man, everybody's shitting on. I get it, like, and I have not played Endgame in a little while, but I would recommend picking it up just for the campaign. I'm not. If you thought it looked cool, I think it was a lot of fun. I think it's totally worth paying $15 to go play the campaign. There's some issues with the campaign, right? Some issues, like little bugs here and there, right? But I mostly noticed the bugs in Endgame. Endgame was where the game just started getting just crap. It was just like, what the hell? This sucks, man. Everything's broken. And that's terrible because it's supposed to be an Endgame game. It's supposed to be a live service Endgame game, right? On top of that, there is the stupid nonsense. I mean, freaking Mrs. Freeze, just stupid. Cool character. Oh my gosh, fun to play as. She's cool. She's fun to play as, man. But the fact that they made a Mrs. Freeze instead of just going with Mr. Freeze, and then they added the newest character they added was Lawless. I did not even bother to turn the game on for that character. Mrs. Freeze. The only reason I even got on for Mrs. Freeze because I had happened across. There's a video I watch, or that I'm subbed to on YouTube, and they only do Batman stuff, Batman Arkham, like Batman related content. So it's mostly Batman Arkham. They recently did the Batman VR game, which actually looks pretty cool. But they also did Suicide Squad, and they were doing a live stream of the Mrs. Freeze content, and I was watching them play the character, and the character just looked fun. Just fun to play. All the characters are fun to play in Suicide Squad. They're all fun to play, man. But then I saw they added Lawless, and I was just like, and I even tweeted, I said, who thought this would be an interesting character? Like, seriously, who? Name me one person that thought this would be a smart idea, and if they're part of your team that made it happen, fire those people. Never hire those people ever again. Ever. Make sure they never work in video games ever again. Ever. Or comic books. Nothing. They need to go back to being a newborn baby and learn life again because they're brainless, stupid trash. But anyway, yeah, I was just like, who the hell thought this would be an interesting character? Anyways, Suicide Squad, fun game, cool campaign's cool, like the campaign. Endgame, meh. The end game is cool just for the fact that you can keep playing it, right? Like, it's one of those things, like, if you like a game, you want to keep playing it, you don't want it to just be over, right? So there's that. At least there's a continuation where you can keep playing the game, but that's where the bugs are just the most noticeable, and they're just kind of everywhere. And it sucks. I think the game deserved better. I mean, look, here's the thing, man. Propaganda and agendas, whatever we want to call them, propaganda is in everything, no matter what. Everything. No matter what. TV, movies, and in the past few years, every single TV show and movie was overloaded with propaganda. Every single one of them. I was loving Star Trek Discovery, Season 1, Season 2. Amazing. I was like, this show is the best show ever. I've never been into Star Trek before. I've liked Star Trek movies. But I never watched the shows. I always tried to. I like some of it, but I never got into it. And I still plan to eventually get into the Star Trek show some more. I actually started the original one about a month ago. I forgot. Anyways, I was really into Star Trek Discovery, Season 1, Season 2, and then Season 3 was just propaganda nonstop, and I just stopped watching it. I was like, ugh. And it happened every show, though. Around that time, this was 2020, 2021, 2022, just everything over, just... Oh my gosh, it was all destroyed by propaganda. And it's still heavy. It's still like, we're in the new normal. The new normal is, and get used to it if you haven't already. Oh, it's so gross. But, propaganda has always been in everything, no matter what. Sometimes, depending on what's going on in the whatever, in the political realm, sometimes they go heavier. Right? Sometimes the propaganda is even heavier in the TV and movies and stuff. And right now, in the past few years, it has been heavy in everything. Same thing even happened with Star Trek Picard. I like Picard, Season 1. And then season 2 immediately was like, I was like, no, come on, man. Anyways, why was I saying that? Oh, so you know, like I've never been a fan of propaganda, you know, like but I'm not gonna hate an entire game for this one piece that's just crap. Like I like Suicide, like Lawless, this new stupid trash character that they added to the game. Oh, I'm just, the whole idea makes me want to spit in these people's faces for being so stupid. But I still love the game, man. Like, the game is cool. The game is a lot of fun. I like the campaign, whatever. So I'm not trying to just like tell you to go buy it. I'm just saying, like, if like, don't pass on stuff if you thought it looked cool and fun just because other people are trashing on it for whatever, you know, reason, man. Anyways. What else? Oh, Hogwarts Legacy, dude. I haven't beaten it. I haven't played it in a while too, but I have like 40 hours played on it, I think. Oh, let me see. I don't remember. It's been a while. I haven't played it in a while. You know what that game reminds me of? Yeah, I've played 40.7 hours. For me, Hogwarts Legacy reminds me of Mad Max. And Days Gone too, but Mad Max was the one game. I've done this with a couple games. Days Gone almost, but Mad Max I had played and I loved the crap out of it. And I was doing every little thing, like all the little collectibles, all the extra content, all the little side stuff. You know, I was 100% in that game just because I liked the game. I wasn't trying to be a completionist. I was just really enjoying the game. So I was doing everything, man. And then I got burnt out on it. I was like probably 50 or 60 hours into the game. And I just got burnt out. And I stopped playing it. And I didn't play it for almost a year. I did not go back to that. I had not beaten it. Had not beaten the story. And I had not gotten back to it for like maybe a year. And then I went back. And it took me like maybe 2 hours to complete the story. And I was like, oh crap, I was right at the end. Like, damn it. You know, I thought that was really funny. But I took a long break because I was just burnt out, man. I was just like, oh, I love this game so much, but I just don't want to play anymore now. I've had too much, you know, it's enough. Same thing with Hogwarts Legacy. Love the living crap out of it, but right now I'm on a long break. And that game is cool. Right now it's on sale on a good deal too on Steam. I've shared a few on Discord in the past on third-party websites. But right now this is like, even on the third-party sites, this is like $1 more than what you would get from a third-party site at the cheapest that it's been so far. $20 right now. It's $21 for the deluxe edition on Steam. So if you were holding off on that, you might want to check that out. But yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm sure there's probably a few games I didn't mention that I'm forgetting about or whatever. Because like I said, I've played a lot over the past couple months, few months, whatever. I've been playing a lot of different stuff. But the main one is Kingdoms of Amalur, the damn buggy crab. Crash. All right. I want to say nice things. I want to say I hope you're doing well and all that kind of stuff. But I hate the entire world and I hate everything. And I'm really damn pissed off. Anyways, that's what's going on with me. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.